Hello, this is Cooking with Gary. We're going to make pizza the next couple videos. We're going to do a whole wheat pizza dough, and well, let's get started. Okay, to start the whole wheat pizza dough, we need some warm water. I'm going to use dry active yeast, and we're going to use a spoonful of sugar, and that will get a start there. Get this yeast in there. That usually takes about 10 minutes to get the yeast going. And the flours, I have a white all-purpose flour, 1.5 cups of flour. I have 2 cups of the wheat flour, and then I have about a teaspoon of Himalayan salt. I'm going to go and we'll come back when we're ready to put this together. Okay, and I'm back. We've got the yeast with a good starter going. So I'm going to pour that right into the flour. And we'll get this going. And this should absorb pretty much all the liquid. I'm going to throw a little flour on top of that. I'll dry that up a little better so it will roll into a ball easier. We'll add flour as we need to. Otherwise it'll just dry it out basically. There we go. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to let this sit for an hour and let it get a first rise. You can start with the flour on top of it. You can start getting a good knead on it. Let's see what we got here. I'm going to put it in the refrigerator and let it sit overnight. Doing that will make the make it all work real slow, which will add flavor to it. There we go, just like that. And I'm going to put a little bit of oil right on top of that to keep it from drying out. Just a little bit of oil on top. I forgot the oil. I actually forgot to put oil in it. Well, this will work out pretty nicely. There we go. So I'm going to cover that up. I'm going to leave it in the microwave in the off position for an hour, and I'm going to bring it out and we'll give it a proper knead, and then we'll go from there. And the next day is here, and here is the fruit dough. Kind of got a little freaky here. I think that's just a big bubble. There we go. Oh yeah. And we'll see if it comes out okay. And it looks like it will. So what I'm going to do is get this into kind of a long length here, and I'm going to do this in the toaster oven, and this is the size pan that I'm going to knead these into. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put them into the pan, and I'm going to spread them out on the pan. We're going to put some cornmeal on top there, and I like the cornmeal touch. And this really is kind of rustic type food anyway. I mean, you could say, oh, that's just rough, you're just throwing that together, but it's pizza. I mean, it's what you do with it. So we're going to do that, and I'm going to get these put together to go, and then I'll get back with you. Okay, I made 3 doughs like this now, and I'm just finishing up the last one to fit into the little pan. So there's a where it's warm and let them warm up and start rising again. Pan style, kind of fluffy. I'm going to get the toppings all ready, and when I get the oven going, then we'll come back to that. This is the end of the dough session, getting the dough ready for the pizza.